Good morning and God bless everyone on this beautiful day. For all of you who want a good cup of coffee but are intimidated of this little kettle, this is an espresso maker. I'm going to make your life a little bit easier today, and I'm going to teach you how to use this. It's super easy, so don't be afraid of buying one. There will be a link on Amazon on where to find it, so if you really want one, you can go ahead and hit the link and go ahead and get yourself one. It'll change your life. So this is the bottom of the kettle. So what I'm going to do is just fill this to about the bottom of the rim here, because once you put this little guy, which holds the actual grounds, it's going to take up some space. So fill it to about right down here. And today, usually I use bustelo. You know, my Puerto Rican friends love some bustelo. I'm gonna trade bustelo in today for some Starbucks whole beans. So I'm gonna pour some of that in my bean crusher here. And this is gonna be a little bit noisy, forgive me. Your coffee can't get any fresher than you actually breaking up your own beans. So we're gonna go ahead and fill this about 3/4 of the way. If you like it super strong, you're gonna add more. If you don't like it as strong, you can just do like 1 spoon, or I usually do about 2.5, because we like our coffee almost like gasoline. So that's that. So it's about halfway full. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid, and that gets screwed on. And what happens is the heat from the stove starts to evaporate the water from the bottom. It goes through the grounds and then into the pot here. It's kind of cool to watch. The brew actually comes out of this spout here and fills it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that to start to boil, and then I'm gonna get our milk prepared. All right, so we're coming along here. Here is my milk. It's kind of coming to a boil. So I've turned that off. I don't want it to spill over, but I do want it hot. So I'm gonna take that off because it's continuing to boil. But here's our coffee, and I just wanted to open it up. It should start coming out of the sprout soon. So while that comes to a complete boil, I wanted to show you other options. Here's a French press. So if you've never used one of these, this is super easy as well. You just put about 2 to 3 teaspoons of coffee at the bottom, and in your tea kettle you boil your water, and then you pour your water in here right about till, you know, this first line here. And then what you do is you put your lid this way where the holes aren't showing. That way it stays nice and hot. So the lid just kind of sits there. The grounds soak up all the coffee, or the water soaks up all the grounds. And then once it's sitting for about 8 to 10 minutes, you just take the plunger and move all the grounds down, and the grounds will stay. And there's your coffee. Okay, so that's how that works. So yeah, so and then the grounds stay at the bottom, and then you have your fresh coffee. You turn your little cap here to where the holes are available, and then you serve. So for my milk, this was 1/2 cup of evaporated milk and 1/2 cup of water. What I'm gonna do is, I like my coffee strong, so I'm doing about 1/4 cup of milk in my coffee. I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla. just a little splash of vanilla, and about a this is not a teaspoon, this is a big spoon. So about 1.5 spoons of sugar. I'm gonna move that around just to get it to incorporate into the milk. And then I'm gonna take my handy dandy frother. I can also put this on the link. George got this for me for Christmas. I got the idea from my friend Karen. We went to go visit, and she had one of these handy dandy frothers. I usually use a whisk, but this is much easier. So this is just gonna aerate your milk, kind of give you that foam that, you know, Starbucks gives you. You can do it right at home. This is not a skinny vanilla latte. It's full of fat and sugar, but you get the point. All right. So there is my milk. Look at how much that grew. It's nice and frothy. So what I'm gonna do is get my kettle and just pour my coffee over. Do a cute little design on the top. And then I like my foam salted, so I've cracked a little bit of sea salt here, and I'm just gonna sprinkle that over my coffee. And there you have it, guys, with my cute little Puerto Rico cup. I hope you guys enjoy.